Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to anime on Monday. And today I'm continuing Apocalypse Hotel with episode 9, which is called Bookmark Today's Page and Our Guests' Lives. So, I'm not sure. I realized last time that there's 12 episodes in the season here, and there was 10 of the owner's rules for the hotel, such as a true hotel is always story. That was the name of episode 1. So at least 2 of these ones on here were ones that were made up by Yachio or Panko and the characters here, which included last episode's discipline with a fist, reconcile with a high five. So that was a crazy episode, but I'm not sure if this one sounds like it was one of the original 10 bookmarking today's page and the guest lives, but yeah, seems like what the owner would come up with. We got more flashbacks to him last time. They were intercut with, Yashio fell back to Earth finally after being lost in space, and she was having memories that are a little bit jumbled, but we did see the owner getting the robots initially from a dealer or whatever, where he bought them from, and right away he seemed to have special instructions for them and wanted them to really make it the best hotel ever. That really did seem to be his goal, not just like making money or something. So yeah, interesting. But then the visions were cut in with like the Prociones, Panko and everyone with her old memories. Then we saw that Panko, it took 50 years, I guess, since Yachio fell back to Earth, for Panko to get her online again. Yachio has to kind of grab her hands instead of her regular hands, and her whole lower half is like a tank thing. So then she broke bad after she had another existential breakdown, not being able to do her job. She put some makeup on and started chewing gum and blowing stuff up, leading to her and Panko having a mech battle, basically. So I say it every episode with this, basically, you never know what you're gonna get on this show, and it's like different every time, pretty much. And tons of time passes. It seems also, Panko is growing up now. In the last episode 8, taller, looks like a woman / Tanuki woman. And so they made up at the end, and Yachio went back to the hotel as the acting manager, and Panko's the acting manager. Maybe it's vice versa, I can't remember, but yeah. But with this one though, gotta see what's going on in the guest lists. Also, there's a lot more guests now than there used to be. They're advertising in space, and Panko and the family made the hotel nice, so they got the hot spring going. There's a statue of Yachio now in her memory now that she's back, and she didn't like that. I think maybe they'll take that out. I don't know, but yeah. It did seem like Panko had like a boyfriend now, so more Tanukis came to Earth, I guess. And there's a part where the grandma is sick, so I don't know, she might be on the way out. These Tanuki aliens live for many years compared to Earth, compared to humans, but she must be pretty old, so yeah, she was bedridden, so I'm sure we'll get a follow-up on that. And we'll see how many years pass in episode 9 here, but it's time to go ahead and get into it. Let's bookmark it.
こちらポンスティンさん。
はじめまして、やちおさんでおります。
Ponson.
ポンス
Oh, fiance.
結婚
はい。
Oh, no permission given by Yachio.
味方宇宙人は殴れるようになったみたいです。この間思春期と反抗
Yeah, so did I.
ポンコさんは渡しません。
Okay. I think she still can be both those things,
代理の
Yachio.
代理の私に黙ってポンコさんをやめ。今わかりました。考えるより先に手が出てしまいました。大丈夫だよ、やちおちゃん。ホテルはそうなんですか。もちろん。
Why is her face like all rainbow on that one side also?
ポンコさん、ポンスティさん。この度はご結婚おめでとうございます。ポンスティンはお医者
Doctor, heal thyself from that punch.
様だったんだけど、おばあちゃんが
Oh yeah, here we go.
ずーっと見てくれてた。
Doesn't seem like it.
何度来たってダメなものは渡さないんだから。
All the women in Panko's not, not wanting to give her up.
大丈夫です文福さんパラをやめませんから。お姉ちゃんが繁殖期逃したらどう
So the brother is still not grown up. Separate they were in age wise.
さんお母さん
よしとします。
願いがあるんだけど聞いてくれる？パンチはもう
We'll see.
私じゃないの。ポンコたちね、
Earth
銀河楼
wedding.
で地球の結婚
他の星の結婚式ではタメフ
Okay, yeah, that's definitely an Earth wedding then.
困りました。
かいさっさと許してやりゃよかったんだよ。
どんな感じだったの？
結婚するなんて言うもんだから殴ってやったよ。
お
That's
母さ
about
んも？
right.
か、
それにしてもこの前まであんなにベビーだ抜きだったの。
It was like 7 episodes ago.
天かすになりたくなかったら八方位で帰んな。
I guess this all happened before
あらかわいい。愛
we met them, obviously.
だね。
おばあちゃんが作ってくれた。
がないの。悲しい時は一緒にお祭りよ。
This foreshadowing.
で、広あいこれに届この花嫁衣装。
ど
I
んな
guess
のがいい？
Grandma got into the Earth traditions too now. Didn't seem like that was part of the Tanuki thing.
付近の折り方サンプルで扇形、デルタ、王冠型、リボン、星、船、魔法使い
Oh yeah, go wizard hat for sure.
どちらにどうでもいい。ご試食は以上となりますが、どちらのコースになさいますか？
No, not a bad.
これはミセスプロチオーネ。
いいかしら。
かしこまりました。
Get that door open.
久しぶりに泊まりに来てのベッドにずっと寝ていたでしょ。気分転換しないとね。ポンコが働く姿をちゃんと見たことなく。
格のお手続きをいたしましょう。ようこそ。
Oh, those are aliens. Are they the skull people again? We saw them last time.
こちらお持ちいたし、すぐに準備いたします。
What is this?
本当にありがとう。何よりも嬉しいわ。
ホテリエとして。
でもポンコにとっては当然じゃないのよ。ふるさとの星を追われてしまったでしょ。あれは全て捨てなければならなかったの。このホテルがなかったらしつけなきゃならなかった。
Yeah.
本当になんてお礼を言ったらいい。
私たちもポンコさんをおゆ
Lots of camera.
はチェックアウト後に私が片付けに参ります。こちらへ入れておいてください。披露宴までごゆっくりおくつろぎくださいませ。
I have a feeling Grandma's not going to be checking out.
またのお越しをお待ちしており
How's
ま
that?
す。
しっかり年寄りだ抜き扱い。
お気をつけて。
ポンコのことお願いします。
かしこまりました。
ECR. My boy.
いい感じだな。
皆さんのおかげです。
祝うにはうってつけだぜ。
安心しました。やちおちゃん
Okay, so she did pass away as I expected this episode. Back at home now. I assume she left some kind of video message for the family and for public.
どうしても中止になさるのですか？ないの。
僕も同じ気持ちです。
チャルなら
ホテルという場所は別な人と特別な時間を過ごしていて、
角
時間というものは常に特別なものになれば思い出とホテルにはそれができると私は信じている。
披露宴がしたいです。え？ から始まるポンコさんとポンスティン。
Funeral slash
ムジナさんが積み重ねてきた時間ものにしたいのです。どういうこと？ムジナさんの旅立ちもムジナさんもそれをお望みです。それにあたってのメッセージもムジナさんらしいお計らいかと気も。楽しいことが大好きな方でしたから。
ポンコ、悲しい時は一緒にお待つ。
There was that foreshadowing.
お願いできる？
ぜひ。
当ホテルが全力を挙げて。ところでポンコさん、式までに私の体
Oh, so are we getting the real Yachio back? I was wondering about that. Nice. No more tank bottom.
皆様、本日はお越しいただき、ご親族、ご関係者の皆様の奥様に感謝を申し上げます。お支度が整ったようでございます。盛大な祝福の拍手でお迎えください。神父おばあ様のご入場です。
Look at those outfits. Quite a groom suit. Nice grandma. Alright.
新郎ポンスティン様、ジャルムジナ様のご結婚。
It's very odd when you look at it like this.
私たちの結婚
It's the dead grandma in the back, but
いただきましてありがとうございます。
おばあちゃんに。
みんな元気ですか？おばあちゃんで。それと急に死んじゃって本当にごめんなさい。今日はみんなで盛大にお悲しい時も一緒にお祭りよ。
続いて模試のご挨拶です。
you have some dope decorations the king girl put up for this.
本日は
Do a eulogy on the father of the bride speech. Guess we're not seeing it.
初めての共同作業でございます。そして献杯。
Vegetable aliens.
僕からは
Oh, what's this?
いただきます。一つ目は金太。
Alright.
続いて
Who's the maid of honor? Yachio. That seems a little bit disrespectful. Ghost Granny.
間、皆様はプロフィールムー。
That's like a parody of the Toho, I think, movie intros would call those. Title card.
すごく楽しい。おばあちゃんはどうかな。
I think so.
楽しんでるよ。
新郎新婦、新婦おばあ様、サービスによるご入場でございます。 おばあ様よりもう一つ、新郎新婦へのメッセージ。
ポンコ、ポンスティン、本当におめでとう。皆さんも今日は本当にありがとう。全部ヤチオさんのおかげです。みんなと一緒にポンコとポンスティンをお祝いして、この星に来た時は本当に安心し、リンガローの皆さんとの毎日はだったわ。私はとってもポンコ、私の可愛い可愛い孫中もたくさんの思い出が頭をゆ。ポンコ、これだけは忘れちゃってすること。どんな眠い時もね。
That's what those are called, head lead.
それと おばあちゃんよりも
Well, she's well on her way. Although we don't know much about Grandma's younger days, I guess.
ふるさとの星に伝わるこの歌を追ってて広げ体
Need a lighter.
誰に僕このポンポコ一つ岩や草をかきポンポコ三つ雨風にもポン高く
Lanterns.
響け愛子遠いやってよかったありがとうおめでとうございますポンコさん
There she is. Wow. Alright, well, what a heartwarming episode of Apocalypse Hotel. Joint funeral, wedding, a novel idea, certainly. With that, Yachio, with your whole body back. Yeah, usually this show is pretty, even with all the comedy and everything, it's like pretty dark when you think about everything that happens and is happening. But this one actually really wasn't. It was pretty typical and nice, and still in the Apocalypse Hotel style, of course, with everything going on, all the aliens, different aliens at the wedding, and some. I do think that Yachio's magic trick with the granny was a little inappropriate, but I guess maybe it still works. People enjoyed it. I guess Grandma would be fine with it. Yeah, just only a couple days probably passed in this one, maybe a couple weeks, but nothing compared to what often happens in an episode or between episodes. So yeah, we didn't get too much about the husband, Ponce, and didn't get to learn too much about him. Maybe he'll become more of a character, but he's there for a reason to set this whole thing up, move forward in life for Ponko and everyone else. Yeah, this one, usually it's hard to see where episodes are going. This one I could kind of tell from the beginning, and even how they set it up a little bit last time, that it seemed like I didn't think Grandma was gonna make it to the end of the episode, which she didn't technically alive, but she still threw out, and this was the most she's ever been in an episode, really. Mujina, Madame Mujina. So we got flashbacks with her and when Ponko was really young on their home planet, I assume, setting up that song that she sang at the end on the video. I thought she would actually kind of die in the hotel, but she did make it back to her house, but filmed all that stuff there with the hotel's help. And yeah, suggested the joint celebration of life / marriage. Yeah, so really cool. I mean, I could easily watch this one again and just pick up things I missed. I'm sure about all the background characters and everything and the decorations. They had these, like, I don't know what, there's lights, I guess, supposed to be colored lights, but they're like up like a totem pole with these like heads. That was cool. Obviously all the things they did, like bringing Mujina down in the box the whole time, but then at the end they had like her up on with angel wings and a halo. So pretty interesting setup there. Yeah, poor tough episode for Banboku, getting punched by Yachio at the beginning, like father, like son-in-law, I guess there, and then a tough time with it. That's his mother dying and having to give away the daughter, the mistake as the mom still calls it, or whatever it was, whatever the technical term she's using. My little mistake basically is the gist. Yeah, interesting that the brother, who I should know everyone's name by now, but they don't say, I feel like they don't say them too often other than Ponko, obviously. I said Mujina a lot this time, but yeah, I should know the names. But anyway, the brother is still looking young. I wonder if next episode he'll be grown up then, or by the end of the season. I would think so. I don't know. I assume we'll go back to more time skips next time, but you never know. 3 episodes left in the season here, and yeah, they set this whole thing up like how crazy the episodes are. It can even be hard to see how they're setting things up, but they got this. It's pretty crazy. Episode 2, I think it was, that we were introduced to these the Prociones characters, and then only by episode 9 we're getting this whole wedding funeral celebration, and you know all the characters and see all the connections. Yeah, pretty wild stuff with this show, but yeah, great episode. Definitely was a page bookmarked in the guest slaves, that one. Yeah, R.I.P. Granny and Pom Pongo Pon. I'm out of here. Peace.